G'day, Anthea here for Ant's Pants Pantry. I'm back home in my own kitchen. I really enjoyed cooking with family members. That was a lot of fun and I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm going to try another new recipe to me from the Everyday Cooking Chip and I'm looking forward to that. It's the sweet and sour meatballs with vegetables and it looks easy and delicious. So let's have a look at that one. I've chopped up my vegetables and got my other ingredients ready, and this is in the Everyday Cooking for Thermomix Families. Let's see if I can find it by categories. Main dish is meat, we'll try that one. And it's a sweet and sour. There it is. So the ingredients are olive oil for greasing the varoma tray. I have greased the varoma tray and the dish. 500 grams of pork fillet, which has been cut into cubes and frozen. I looked for some pork fillet at the supermarket and the mince, low-fat mince, was so much cheaper that I'm cheating and I'm going to use that. Quarter teaspoon of ground ginger, quarter teaspoon of ground coriander, some sea salt, black pepper, sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of corn flour, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, an egg yolk, a brown onion, a green capsicum, a red capsicum, and 2 carrots cut into matchsticks. That's what I prepped. And then a small can of obviously, a small can of bamboo shoots, drained, a large can, I've got 2 medium-sized cans of pineapple pieces. Reserve the juice because that is what provides the steam. Some white wine vinegar, a little bit of tomato passata, some sherry and soft brown sugar. So there's quite a lot of ingredients, but really once you put everything together, it kind of looks after itself. So I have prepped the varoma tray. Now it says to put half the pork fillet into the dish. Okay, there we are. Insert the measuring cup into the lid. And turbo on 1 second turbos 4 or 6 times. Okay, so that's obviously what does the mincing. It's already minced, so I'll do it once and have a look at it. Yeah, I have minced slightly frozen meat before, and that's pretty much how it comes out when you've put it in chunks and then turboed it. So that's going to be perfect. I'll put that aside and I think do the next lot. Alrighty, that's the rest of the mince. Same process. Look at that. Scrape down and add the rest of the pork mince and start adding the other ingredients. Okay, a quarter teaspoon of ground ginger, next a quarter teaspoon of ground coriander. It's such a pity that you can't smell these wonderful spices. Half a teaspoon of sea salt. I've just realised I was using the half a teaspoon instead of the quarter teaspoon. It's going to have plenty of flavour, isn't it? And half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. I've just ground a generous amount into there without actually measuring it. And then the teaspoon of sesame oil. Yes, it definitely says 1 teaspoon. 2 tablespoons of corn flour. 1. 2. A tablespoon of soy sauce. And the egg yolk. my lovely Tupperware egg separator and insert the measuring cup again. And turbo it twice. Wow. Form the mixture into balls, meatballs, and put them onto the Varoma tray. All right, and then we do the rest. All right, let me do that. So I managed to get 15, but one of them's pretty small. I think if you made them bigger, like it says to make them 3 centimeters diameter, and 4 portions, that would be 3 largish meatballs each. Anyway, that's how many I made. And now the next step is to place into the Varoma dish the brown onion that's been cut in pieces, the green capsicum, which I've got cut in pieces, the red capsicum, and the carrots, which have been cut into matchsticks. So I put all the vegetables into the dish underneath the meatballs. Right. Okay, so I drained the small can of bamboo shoots and popped them in. They're under there. And then I put my 2 medium-sized cans of pineapple pieces in there, but I've saved the juice because that's going to go in the bowl in a minute. And if there's any vegetables, please place any vegetables that don't fit in the Varoma dish onto, so it doesn't quite sit. I'll spread them out a bit more. And I did want to put some celery in there because I've got some celery, so we'll see how that goes. Try and make sure that this will actually sit. Might be too full really. Of course the pineapple's already cooked as such. Yeah, that's sitting better now, so I'll have a think about the celery. What's next? Place the reserved pineapple juice into the bowl. Okay. With 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. 1, 2. 50 grams of tomato passata. I don't know how much this is going to be. Look at that. Pretty good. 3 more tablespoons of soy sauce. That's the 3rd one. Place the Varoma into position. So first of all, we need the lid, then the Varoma, with the lid on. Some of the pineapple juice, that'll go down in the bottom. And 30 minutes on speed 2 at Varoma temperature. Here we go. Now, you know, with all of those vegetables in the dish, I wasn't sure how much steam would get up to cook the meatballs, but you can see there's plenty of condensation on the lid of the Varoma, and the meatballs have definitely changed colour from pink to brown. So looks like it all worked. All right, next step is to set the Varoma aside. I think that's too heavy for me to lift with one hand. And add in 100 grams of sherry. ,40 grams of soft brown sugar. There we go. And a tablespoon of corn flour. Insert the measuring cup in. And cook for 2 minutes at 100 degrees on speed 4. Place the meatballs and vegetables onto serving plates. I've got some rice ready. I was able to cook some rice while the meatballs and vegetables were cooking. Pour the sauce over and serve immediately. Well, let's have a look at this sauce. Oh, looks rich. Yum. All right, let's get it ready. Yeah, that looks like a hearty meal. Let's try it. Yeah, gotta love a sweet and sour. And I'm wondering if those extra spices have made a difference. But I'm happy with it. It hasn't made it unpleasant at all. So it's really nice. Thanks for watching.